To get more on this, we have Ashutosh Srivastav joining us, advocate of the Supreme Court. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us this morning. Would you call this an unprecedented situation? How is the court going to handle this unusual situation?
Yes, this is very unfortunate, the kind of allegations which have been leveled. The Supreme Court has already taken suo motu hearing of the matter, and I'm sure the court will see that the integrity and the conduct of the courts are to be maintained. And with those lines, it will see that the judges are supposed to be impartial and they should be, not favoring any of the litigants in any of the cases. And this is what was the basis of the judicial system, which is established, and also the code of conduct, which has been laid down even by the Constitution and by the Supreme Court on different occasions. So I'm sure the Supreme Court will consider the priority to maintain the trust of the people in the judicial system has to be maintained. And for that, whatever best required to be done, I think the Supreme Court will consider the same accordingly. And here in this case, we have seen the serious kind of allegations. Although there is a doctrine of merger of the orders, but even after that, the Supreme Court will consider as to in what circumstances the stay was granted by the division bench, whether that order is sustainable as per the law, or it requires to be further, set aside by the Supreme Court. So Supreme Court will consider all these aspects. As judicial system is something which the people blindly trust, and they feel that they have the faith in the judicial system, and that has to be maintained, and that has to be continued in the hearts of the people of this country. And that should be the priority, I think, the Supreme Court will consider today.
Ashutosh, if one judge passes accusations at another and overrules orders, how does this affect the legal system?
Allegations are something, it could be what is the basis of that allegation that has to be seen now by the Supreme Court. If there is certain, merit in this kind of allegation, and if there is sufficient evidence, then the Supreme Court has to see what action should be taken. However, in our country, there is the law called, the Protection of Judges Act 1985. However, if you see subsection 2 of section 3 of the same act, it gives powers to the central government, the state government, and even to the Supreme Court and High Court, to take actions against misconduct of any of the judges if it is proved to be a misconduct. A simple allegation or maybe without any basis will not bear any fruits, but if there is basis, if there is sufficient substance in such kind of allegations, I'm sure Supreme Court will take some action in this, and will also see as to what kind of a judicial order can be passed based on the previous order passed by the division bench.
Right. Thank you so much, Ashutosh.